everybody. We are back post Memorial Day. Joel Goldberg, Casey Wright.
How's it going?
At the Chief of Staff offices. This month's theme, we're going to talk about investing in relationships, which that's sort of like one of those things where we can talk about it every month, because if you're not doing that, you are falling behind no matter what profession. That's true in baseball, certainly true in recruiting, true in every line of work. I mean, it's what you do every day, right?
Absolutely. I mean, everybody always says it's as much who you know as what you know, and you and I are both fortunate enough to know a lot of people. I get made fun of sometimes by my family and my wife for saying, how many best friends do you have? And the truth is, met a lot of people over the years and don't really lose friends. So I've got a text chain with 12, 13 guys that I still correspond on almost daily for buddies of mine I've known since kindergarten, and continue to collect more and more friends, and relationships are as important as anything.
Yeah, I'm looking. I think I'm on one of those text chains, but I haven't responded for a while, so I think I muted it. Just kidding. But I think that's what we do. We collect people, right? I mean, we're all in the people business, and I get asked all the time about stuff with baseball, and that's what I'm working on. I've said this here in this space before. Yes, I can look over the stats. Yes, I can do all my homework, but the best work that I'm doing every day at the ballpark is just talking with people and building relationships. And it's amazing what happens when you're curious. We talked about curiosity before here. When you start to be curious in people and you want to listen and you're genuinely interested, you're very good at that. You start to find out, like people say about Casey that he has the craziest stories and he has the most crazy stories of all time. It's because you're interested in them and you find this stuff out and you build those relationships.
Absolutely. I try and be a good yes man and try and be versatile. I've got all sorts of different friend groups, different backgrounds, different age ranges, different demographics, and I genuinely am interested. You know, a lot of times people meet someone like, oh, he's a sales guy or she's a saleswoman. A lot of salespeople talk too much, and we both can be accused of talking too much. But I think we also have it deep down, having the ability to listen. And you got to listen to get to know people. I mean, early on in my career, I'd have resumes sent to me, and I'd have a job description sent to me, and just try and match a bunch of bullet points, but a computer can do that. You talk about AI and other things. A computer can't get to know people, and that's really what makes connections matter, is understanding people, understand their background, understand their interests, and figuring out what gives them energy, and try and help give that energy as much as you can.
And I would say this, not to get too off track with AI, because that's a whole nother episode, and another one, and another one, and another one, is that AI can play a part in here. I mean, sometimes there are amazing networkers and people out there that remember every detail of every person and every name and every face. Most of us aren't that good, but you can use AI just to keep track of some of your conversations and background. And then what happens is you bump into someone and you're asking about, hey, how did that kindergarten graduation go, or whatever it is? How's your daughter's soccer team doing? And wow, they remembered that. And those little touch points along the way, you never know what they're going to lead to.
Oh, absolutely. And you know, you got to give as much as you take. And we both get requests all the time. Hey, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? I mean, I can't tell you how many text calls, emails a week saying, hey, can you set me up with Joel? Joel's a hot commodity. He's highly sought after. I'm not going to be the one to reach out to Joel and just be like, hey, meet this person that I don't know very well. After a few years of relationship and really getting to trust them, maybe then is the time to make an introduction. But when people just reach out to ask for something, you're quick to tune them out. And what do they say? You have to meet with someone 7 times before you really remember them? I couldn't believe that more. I mean, it's so true. It's like, I'm good at remembering people, but not always every aspect of them. I'd say there's 3 memorable things about people. It's their name, their face, and their story. Fortunately, I'm usually really good at 2 of them, not always all 3. After 5, 6, 7, 8 times of meeting them, you can figure it all out. But don't meet with somebody one time, have a good coffee, a good happy hour, a good lunch, be like, all right, I'm in, let's go. You got to take time to establish that relationship and really get to know each other so you do trust each other.
Yeah, and that trust is built over time. And, you know, sometimes you talked about how you're trying to protect me a little bit, which I greatly appreciate, especially during baseball season. On a much higher scale, there's not a day that goes by where a fan, and sometimes it's a kid too, I mean, it's a little bit of a different discussion, says, can you help me get Bobby Witt Jr.'s autograph? Can you bring this to Bobby Witt Jr.? And I can't, because it's going to burn that relationship, and it's really not allowed on my part. But I think that you can continue to invest in those relationships, oftentimes by protecting people, and when they understand that you have their best interest, they're going to have your best interest.
Oh, absolutely. And I know I can count on you for just about anything. I mean, heck, your kids babysit my kids, so we obviously have a good relationship. I get hit up all the time by different organizations, and we're both very philanthropic and support a bunch of charities, but You know how many people that I have very little, if any, relationship with, and I'm like, you reach out to Joel and ask for an autograph from somebody? I'm never going to do that. Like, absolutely, I'm never going to do that, because that's not what you're about. That's not what I'm about. Establish a relationship. We'll help how we can, but you got to give before you get to.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of understanding boundaries, looking out for people's best interests. When you do that and you do it and you show up regularly, those are the investments in relationships that pay off down the road. You never know how. Sometimes it's business, sometimes it's personal, sometimes it's an introduction. That's why this is all worth it. So keep on investing in those relationships. We'll be back next month. Maybe I'll be here, maybe not, who knows. He's Casey Wright. I'm Joel Goldberg. We'll see you guys soon.
Thanks, guys.